Mr. Roustabout.
Hey, Jason Rouse here. Another episode of Roustabout. Thanks for subscribing, liking, and watching. I've got shows coming up. I'm going to a place I've never been before, which is something I don't really say too often. I'm performing in the Faroe Islands at Tatfest, the tattoo convention, with Dead Heart Band, heavy metal band from the UK, which I'm excited to see, and myself will be performing stand-up comedy. It's the Faroe Islands at Tatfest. And then I'm performing 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 6 shows in Copenhagen. That's in Denmark. And then I have a cross-Canada tour in June. And on June 25th in Vancouver, I'll be celebrating my 30th anniversary as a stand-up comedian. I'll be performing the Ajax, Hamilton, Sarnia, and also Toronto, Edmonton, Calgary, and yes, of course, Vancouver, and then Comedy Store in Los Angeles in July. So Hollywood, first 2 weeks of July, Scandinavia, Europe, April, May, Canada, June, July, US, and then I don't even know, I apologize, September I'll be in Stockholm, Sweden, and possibly Poland and Germany around that time. Great episode. This is take 2. Unfortunately, the last time Jason and I recorded this episode, I was missing the first 10 minutes, so he was kind enough to come back and reshoot the episode. So hopefully we can recapture some of that great stuff that we had. I was dying, and the fact that Jason was willing to do anything. He's repeated to me, I will do anything in this business to make it. And that's the kind of people I like to hang out with, the people that have no morals or vision or focus, just cannonball it through, because it is 2026. So I'm going to introduce my guest here today, returning for the first episode, technically the second episode, for Roustabout. Thanks for watching. Yeah, thanks for dressing up.
Yeah, I know. I came right from the gym. Sorry, I've been with porn stars. I've been with porn stars for the past few days, and so I just got my ass slapped.
Hey, welcome back to an episode of Roustabout.
Roustabout.
Roustabout Thursday. That's how I keep my Canadian healthcare going. We got a great show here. I got Jason Vest returning to the podcast. It's only been a few weeks since we attempted that first episode, and from what I can see, I follow you on the social media. I don't mean to be rude.
Oh, it's okay.
But you've been up to no good.
I've been with porn stars for the past few days. I got back last week. I've been with porn stars in Las Vegas. My friend Maddie Mae. We were like, we got to use our platform to do something for the troops, and she literally.
Oh, I saw this. Sorry.
No, it's okay. She this is on Thursday night, and she's like, send me your TSA stuff. I'm flying you out to Vegas, and we're gonna shoot content for this. And literally the next day, I flew out in the morning to Las Vegas, and for like 2 days. 48 hours did this wild content shoot with a porn star. I'd never worked that hard, actually.
Okay, hold on a second. You said you're shooting content.
Not that kind of content. Not like adult content, like comedy content.
Okay.
So her and her mom are porn stars.
What?
Yes. So her mom quit her lawyer job to be a porn star, and at like 58 years old.
Jesus.
And Maddie's like 24. And lives with her husband and her mom, and they don't make porn together, but they make porn. So I got to see what that world's about.
Hold on, let's put a pin in that for a minute. You're talking about a woman in her 50s.
Yeah, 58.
58, who left her, what kind of job?
A lawyer.
A lawyer, a real job.
Real job, litigator.
Yeah, and to do pornography now. Is mom doing full penetration?
Mom is doing anything. She's down for the cause. She's doing, all holes are open.
Jesus.
And but she doesn't make content with her daughter.
Yeah.
But they make porn in that house. And like I learned that if you're a male porn star, that after a while, like the Blue Chew tablets and the Viagra don't work, and you got to get a needle injected in the base of your schlong.
Yikes.
And it keeps it hard for 8 hours.
And then what do you do after the scene? You just go home and put a cabinet together with your cock?
I don't know, but I was talking to the chick, and she was like, my husband would do it if he had to. And I'm looking at this dude, and he's like, I ain't fucking shooting a needle in my dick, dude. I think I retired from the game.
No.
Because her husband started doing porn.
Knoxville's got a situation like that. He has to use a penis pump because he had a pretty traumatic groin injury. I think the bull. Could you turn that up a bit?
Yeah.
Asshole. Speaking of families.
I know, right? We're talking about vile stuff here, and there's this fucking baby. Meanwhile, I stuck a needle in my dick. And
Well, don't you actually, if you got it, I don't know, like if I was a blind guy, showed up at a construction site, and I couldn't find the hammer, I don't think I'd really get to keep the job. Doesn't that kind of cancel you? You want young, working cocks. But
there's old dudes too.
Yeah.
So it's like stand-up comedy. There's flavors. There's MILF porn. There's Brazilian fart porn. I watched a video. She showed me this video called the fruit salad. I should have sent it to you. Where this lady, watch out! I don't want to get us arrested. So this lady put an apple up her butt.
Whoa.
And then popped the apple out of her butt and handed it to her girlfriend that ate it.
Yeah. I brought a friend of mine from Canada to a porn party in Los Angeles, and as we walked in the door, first I almost walked straight into Bonnie Rotten, and I was a little starstruck by that. And then I elbowed my friend to go look, and there's a girl bent over a lawn chair getting a beer can shoved up her ass, and I'm like, "You're not in Kansas anymore, are you, Dorothy?" His jaw was on the ground. But the porn people are fun. There was an era.
Love it.
Yeah, they're fun. They're fun. There was a time, probably 15 years ago, at least now, but around the 15-year period, that there was a lot of porn stars hanging out of the Comedy Store.
Okay.
Mainly because, I don't know if you're aware of Sam Tripoli, but Sam Tripoli was producing these shows called The Naughty Show. And they became like this celebrity deviant hotspot at the Comedy Store. Well, we can go.
Good?
Yeah, we'll go. And so it was star-studded. Porn stars, male, female. Girls were getting fleshlight deals and everything.
Wow.
At the Texas Alexis, she got a fleshlight deal.
Wow.
Yeah, it was real. It was real legit.
So this porn comedy merger isn't anything new. This has been going on for a long time.
Well, Lenny Bruce.
Really?
Well, you got to figure Lenny Bruce used to perform in strip clubs.
No shit, I didn't know that.
Yes. That's why comedians, hookers, musicians, artists in general tend to gravitate towards each other. So there was always, the burlesque. The comedian would come out and host the burlesque show, and then the girls would come out and strip, and then the jazz band would play at the end. So it's a formula that's probably close to 100 years old now. And who doesn't want to have a laugh and a lady?
Oh man, it was funny too because this girl gets a ton of hate on the internet, right? And it's the first time introduced to the comedy audience. She's like, "God, I feel like a supermodel." I'm like, "Yeah, these guys don't get laid."
Yeah. No. And most of them are super respectful, and the comedians are just kind of like starstruck. It's like meeting Superman, except with a belly full of cum and a great set of tits.
We went downtown Las Vegas, like Fremont Street.
Yeah.
And
I like that part of Vegas.
It was so cool. Yeah. And she was like, "Do you think people recognize you?" And I'm like, "No, bitch, they recognize you. You got 2 million followers."
Yeah.
They don't recognize me.
No, you're a unique personality in the entertainment world.
I've seen that butthole anywhere.
Now, what is the plan? Let's say you get parlayed into maybe you're a guy who becomes Ron Howard's brother.
Yeah.
He's been done in 500 movies. Mm-hmm. Maybe you could be that to the porn industry.
Hey, I'll be a background. I don't have the back for being a porn star, though.
No.
I don't have the back for it. I got sciatica. And
If you go back into basic training, get a couple stem cell shots.
the only way I could get into porn is if I took a trip to Mexico to that clinic, and that's the only way I could do it because I don't have the back for it.
Yeah, but aren't you also in a committed relationship?
I am, but I'll do anything for fucking money. Remember I said that? I will suck a dick. I will take a dick. I put my whole life in this shit.
My friend got funked up the ass to pay off a limo bill to a bunch of gangsters. And now he's in jail for murder.
Oh, I'm sorry, brother.
Charity. Let me show you my bank balance.
Yeah.
I thought that was Skinny Tom Segura in front of us with the hat on.
I know. Yeah, you got to be in the positive to donate money.
HIV positive. I don't understand why this is a place where young ladies buy coffee.
I know. I feel like a fucking pervert here. I'm just like looking. Every time I come down here.
I wonder if they do skin.
Do you do skin?
Yeah, they do skin.
Sew my hole shut.
What?
Look at these people.
So what? You go there now? You said you shot content. What kind of content?
Comedy content for this like, I wouldn't say a charity organization, but I started this thing called Hard Ons for Heroes, and so it's a pathway.
What's the logo look like?
I haven't even made it yet. And so it started off as a video, and that video got like a lot of views. And next thing you know, the porn stars are like, "I want to help." Yeah, that was the first people to call.
Hard Ons for Heroes.
Hard Ons for Heroes,
Okay.
and so because you can't, so like with porn. So when I was in Iraq, the only way to get porn was to have it on a hard drive, or when you traded it. It was like currency.
Yeah, DVDs.
Yeah, DVDs or hard drives. So you'd be like, "Yo, I'll give you a hard drive of porn for a fifth of whiskey." Like,
Whoa.
it's literally like stamps in prison, dude.
What do you get out of it? What can you fuck a guy's wife if you give him a terabyte?
No, not like that. But like, my boy had all this shit. So my boy brought 6 terabytes with him.
Jesus.
And so he literally was the porn dealer. They're like, "What you want? You want animal? You want anal?" Like he had 2 girls,
Files.
1 goat.
2 girls, 1 goat.
We found 2 girls, 1 goat.
That was the name of my one-man show. Yeah, it's pretty weird when people have sex with the animals, wouldn't you say? Mm-hmm. When you say you do anything, now
I wouldn't fuck a horse.
No, but would you let a horse fuck you?
Yeah, I tell you what, if I got some spots at like a comedy mothership, I pretty much do whatever.
No,
I give Joe Rogan a foot job at this point. Like, I don't give a fuck.
But that's the problem, though. I think because you're so comfortable with the idea of doing anything to make it, people want to break you. No, you're unbreakable.
No, you aren't gonna break me.
No, but I think people get into sexual exploitation to hurt people.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. 100%.
You're unhurtable.
Yeah, no, you're not
Your
gonna.
ass is the hurt locker.
Oh, exactly. Like last night at the mothership, there was this Iranian comedian that bit it before me, right?
Yikes.
And she's a nice person, so this isn't like a slam on her, but she didn't do very good. She was the first person out. But she talked about Iran the whole time, and I told this guy in front, I go, "I think you're so attractive, I want you to run a Turan on my ass." Nothing. Crickets. Just dead. And then I just told the audience they're stupid.
Yeah. Yeah, they're stupid. No, you did the showcase at the mothership. You voided the kill. You left me for dead.
I did. I left you for dead. I haven't signed up for...
I'm always happy to see you, because you do bring a lot of joy to the table and enthusiasm and hopefulness, where the majority of it is it's a dread.
Oh, it's so fucking negative. And this isn't a slam on Kill Toady or anything like that, but man, some of them people are just so bitter and angry and sad, and it's just
talentless on top of it.
I didn't even say that. I just said angry and bitter, but yeah, some of them are pretty bad.
Speaking of fucking badass, look at this fucking beautiful car.
That's like the Speed Racer car, right?
Very cool. Is it this dude?
Dude.
Nice.
What is that car? Oh,
hell yeah.
That's my father-in-law. Yeah. He died and we sold it, but it was in like mint condition. That's fucking.
I'm sorry, is my son bothering you?
Yeah, sorry. Very cool car, man.
Super cool. I'm gonna die alone.
So that car, my father-in-law died.
$100,000.
Yes.
$1 million car, is it?
He left a Shelby Cobra completely mint. And my brother-in-law's dumbass sold that bitch for $4,000.
Jesus Christ.
$4,000.
Tarred and feathered.
$4,000 cash, and didn't even like. So I'm from Michigan. I'm a car guy.
That looked like Tim Dillon in drag.
Yeah, that was definitely not an attractive woman. I'd still hit it though. I don't give a fuck. I would.
But you don't drink, do you?
I don't.
Good.
I don't.
That's gonna.
But that wouldn't affect what I would or wouldn't do. I would still jump on that grenade.
I'll tell you, and I don't mean to speak on your behalf, but your sobriety will at least tell someone to put a condom on.
I don't wear condoms. I'm immune.
Is that a military thing?
I'm immune to STDs, dude. I've had sex with chicks that have had shit and not caught it. Like, so there was this one chick I used to fuck around with I met on the internet, and after the third time having sex, she's like, I gotta tell you something. And she's like,
No condom?
No, nothing. Raw, nutting in. And she was like, I got herpes. But it's controllable with medication, so I'm not in an outbreak, and I will let you know if, like, I'll let you know.
Just use outbreaking during the act because of your vigorous sexual activity.
Never got it. And then I had another girl that said she caught trichomosis.
Is that from raw meat?
I don't know, but I went and got tested, clean as a whistle.
It's a genetic thing. You've inherited what you've lost in stature, you've gained in immunity.
But before I retired, my wife went in for her annual pap smear.
Yikes, I
and
can smell it.
So they got the slides or whatever mixed up.
The slides.
And they called my wife and said she has some shit. My wife flipped the fuck out, drove to my office. Motherfucker, you gave me an STD, all this shit. Called everyone on their fucking dog, told them I'm fucking around on her. 3 hours later, the doctor's office calls and go, whoops, we made a mistake. That was someone else.
My wife's throwing all my shit out on the front lawn.
And it wasn't me. And I knew the whole time that I'm immune, dude. It's like, dude, I've fucked way scummier pussy and not gotten shit.
I have friends that have been tearing through holes for 30 years, never uses a condom.
Never.
No, I got chlamydia a couple times as a teenager, my 20s. I was in my early 20s, and I've always worn.
I got a fucking powder over here, Jesus Christ.
It's fair, we gotta be quiet when there's people. I thought that lady was taking a shit near the planters.
I did too.
I was like, it's not even my birthday.
She's squatting by the tree.
You know, what was the content that you filmed in Vegas?
Just comedy stuff, Hard Ons for Heroes content. Maddie Mae's dad was a veteran, and he was a Marine. And so I wanted to capture her talking about her dad, you know, like about that's why she's doing this, is her dad. Her dad was a Marine, and that's what we did. So we just did like interview stuff, man on the street. I did a yoga lesson. They taught me yoga. I twerked.
Okay.
They taught me how to gag on it.
What do you mean gag on it?
Oh, I'll show you the video later. We did a. She gave me like
banana.
She gave me a porn star like a lesson in how to twerk, how to gag on it, and we filmed it, and it's pretty funny.
So you were getting the notes on how to be a female porn star?
Oh man, it's so interesting too. It's like the chicks don't give a fuck. So in the porn world, the chicks got all the cards, right? And they're just like, yeah, I catch a body, and it's kind of hot how they're just like, yeah, I caught a few bodies, like they don't give a fuck. And I don't know, that turns me on in some weird way. I like it. I like the openness.
Yeah, you're not a drug addict or an alcoholic.
No.
So it's coming from your heart.
And I don't, like the women that I work with, I won't follow them on Twitter. So like Maddie was like, you unfollow me on Twitter? I'm like, girl, I don't want to see you getting holed out. Like, I didn't like that, man. So if I know you and I'm friends with you, I won't consume your porn. That's my hard rule.
All right.
My hard rule.
Hard rule.
Unless you send it to me. I have one friend that's like, hey, what do you think about this scene? And I'm like, oh, Jesus, all right. And I'm just looking at these dudes, these massive throbbing schlongs.
Long as your leg.
And I'm like, why not me? Like Maddie fucked a dude named the Girth Master.
Oh, cock like a tuna can.
He's a British dude.
Uncircumcised?
Mm-hmm.
Ew.
She said she did anal every day for the month of August and got hospitalized.
Yeah.
And she was showing me like the hospital.
That's a hot summer.
You said hot summer.
It's a hot summer.
And it was just like so nonchalant. So I got like that on film. So I got a lot of interview stuff like this, them talking, documentary style. And so we're just in the process of editing it. I probably got 4 hours of footage in 2 days. I've never worked that hard ever. I got there at 11. We were filming by 12:30 and we didn't stop till 10 at night.
Yeah.
Woke up at 7 a.m., went out to the desert.
Yeah.
We went and shot guns, filmed that content in the desert.
Was she shooting guns naked?
Well, her husband is armed to the fucking teeth. So, like, he fucking is a veteran. He's got, like, there ain't a rifle this motherfucker doesn't have. And so we just went out there, and one thing that people don't know about them is they're avid, like, what's the gun amendment? Second Amendment or some shit? I don't fucking know the gun amendment. But they're very pro-gun, and I thought that was like, we got to get this on film, because people need to know this about you.
Yeah.
So it was fun to like capture that shit too, like what they do in their free time. It's like their free time, they're training, they're slinging lead.
Also, Bonnie Rotten and her husband is custom car guy.
Really?
Famous TV shows directly related to a outlaw.
Oh wow.
Jesse James.
No shit.
Yeah, she's married to Jesse James. They're always online shooting machine guns and etc.
Okay. It's fun. And then out of that, Maddie's got this like mega fan that runs a nonprofit, reached out to me, and he's building me a custom rifle.
That's sweet.
I get it in 2 weeks. It's fully automatic. It's legal. It's got
automatic rifle? I don't even know my gun talk, but
so it's the kind that's legal here in Texas, but it's like, you know, but it's like an heirloom gun. He's gonna have like my name and stuff. I'm gonna be able to hang it. I'm gonna shoot it once.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to the range with someone that knows what they're doing. I hadn't shot a gun in Vegas. I hadn't done that before, like 15 years, I think, before I shot it. That was like, yeah, a long time before I shot a weapon.
And what was, when you went, your introduction to the military, what is your first gun that you get, a handgun or a rifle?
No, it's a rifle. It's a rifle, but I was like a medic. So like you go to the range, the minimum you got to go to the range. And then I became a recruiter, and you only shoot once a year as a recruiter.
Okay.
And half the time we would lie, and we would just lie and say we shot. Okay. So like there was 9 years in the military where I never shot a fucking rifle. And then I went to Iraq. That's literally, I hadn't shot a rifle in 9 years, then went to Iraq. And that was my first time shooting a rifle, because you have to qualify to go to war.
What airport do you connect at on the way to Iraq?
Germany.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
You go into some fucking, and not even a real airport. It's like a special airport.
Yeah.
It's like a little mini one.
There's I remember Starbucks at it.
We got fucking drunk because they had beer, and they're like, you guys can't drink. And I'm like, no, I'm going to Iraq. I'm fucking drinking. So that's what Hard Ons for Heroes is making sure those guys have access to the fun stuff.
Yeah, the girl was sending care packages. Is that what happened? Didn't she get in trouble for that?
Yeah, the girl was sending dildos to the military bases.
Jesus.
So, but we found a way around it. There's nothing that says that you can't send a QR code for a free OnlyFans, like free OF, like pass.
I watched a fucking White Underbelly where this young soldier, a ranking officer, female officer, would come in and rape him with a gun to his head. I'm not even making it up.
Yeah, that's a real thing, dude. And like dude on dude rape is a real thing in the military. It's more common than what you think. But there's a lot of rape going on in the military. People be getting raped. That's just what happens, and not a lot, but more than like Ford Motor Company. Anytime you get boys and girls together as soldiers, they're gonna fuck, and then somebody's gonna go, I didn't want to do that the next day. That pretty much happens all the time.
That's why it's important to kill the person.
That's why you don't fuck with the military hoes, man. I mean, sorry if you're a military hoe in here, but you don't fuck with them. Don't fuck with them.
No.
I never did. That's why I never got any shit, is I never fucked with military women.
I just remembered a story. This kid had come over from South Carolina with another friend of mine, and there was these two these girls were serious, lesbians. Military, they were hooked on oxys. And he said they want to take me back to their house. I'm like, dude, that is a terrible idea. They took them, they destroyed this kid. They were fucking his mouth with dildos and tore him up.
There was this gay cowboy in Vegas, and that got hot with me, right? And we didn't have any security. We should have got security. She's too famous to be downtown Vegas without, she's like 5'1". I can't do. I'm 5'3". So there's not.
She's 5'1".
Yes.
Jesus, how wide is she?
A little girl. She's like 110 pounds.
Jesus.
And so like we had no security. Like, and this I started talking about. I told people I have cancer, and I'm getting ass cracks for cancer. And these people were cracking my ass, and then this cowboy dude.
Reminds me of August.
Yeah.
The mud tunnel.
But this fucking guy goes, "You ever been fucked by a real cowboy, son?" And I'm like, "No." And he's like, "You couldn't fucking handle being fucked by a real cowboy." And he kept staring at me. And Maddie's like, "Hey, we gotta go. That guy wants to fuck."
Yeah.
And so are you guys swingers? They were. And it was like, oh shit. And then they knew who she was. So they were trying to get us all to go back to their hotel room and have a fuck fest. But the only one that wanted to fuck me was the cowboy dude.
Yeah, it's a trick.
Yeah, I'm like, nah, I'm good.
Holtzman told me a couple asked him if he wanted to join him for dinner at their house the next day. And I said, you're going to banging that guy's wife while he spits in your asshole. He's like, what?
Dude, I bet you Holtzman gets hit up for pussy more than most people.
Probably. Yeah, he's an interesting cat, to say the least.
I think my wife would fuck him. My wife loves him.
Yeah.
Like, my wife talks about him more than she talks about me. We went to see him, and my wife's like, God, I just wish you were as funny as him. Like, dead serious. I'm like, I'll get there someday.
Do you think a large part of your relationship is dependent on how hilarious you are on a regular basis?
No, I just think it's funny to go see Holtzman, and my wife is like the only woman laughing, dying. We sat in front this last show, and people were like, "What the fuck is this?" And my wife was just roaring.
No, it's so much fun to watch. As people watch the audience when I'm on, I see the same trait with Brian. Yeah. And to see the faces melting.
Oh my God, it's just so funny. Or when people address it and they're just like, "Hey, you don't think this is funny?"
I know, it's great. It's great. I love it when someone stands up and protests.
I went to Barton Springs for the first time.
Oh yeah, I still haven't done that.
Yeah, I don't.
No?
It's just a bunch of fucking dirty hippies, man.
Yeah.
It's like fucking, the water's clean. I will give them that. But they're so fucking anal. So I had a Olipop, one of those probiotic sodas.
What'd you call it?
Olipop. It's a soda with fiber in it, right?
Hold on a second. It's a lollipop with fiber in it?
No, it's a soda with fiber in it. Olipop is what it's called. That's the name of the brand.
Okay.
And the guy comes up to me, the security dude, and he's like, "Does that have sugar in it?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And he's like, "No sugar allowed."
What?
I'm like, "What the fuck?"
In the pool?
There's no sugar allowed.
There's 6 hippies pissing in the deep end.
And I flip out, and I'm like, "What the fuck do you have with sugar? Like, is it that big of a fucking deal?" And the guy's like, "We got ants, bro." And I'm like, oh, now I felt like a fucking douchebag. Because I went fat guy on him, and I stood up, my tits are all jiggling, and I'm like, "What do you have against sugar, man?" And Ronnie's like, "Calm down, dude." And I'm like, "This is not my rights."
Ronnie's the worst for backup. Unless you're stealing something.
Yeah, that's it. But yeah, that was so you can't, they don't use pesticides there at all. So you can't have any kind of sugar because ants will just invade that fucking hill.
Jeez.
But I thought they were just being woke like fucking douchebags. I'm like, no fucking sugar? Like, fuck you. There's fat people all over here.
Yeah, if I come back at night with a wheelbarrow full of sugar and pour it out on the hill, does that make me a bad person?
Right. But I would go at night. I would go night swimming at Barton Creek. That's about it.
Mm-hmm.
It's fucking cool.
Oh, you can night swim? I gotta get down there. I'm just not really good in crowds unless I'm standing in front of them with a microphone in my hand.
It's topless too. So like this is like some white trash shit. So
Hold on a second. Barton Springs is topless?
Yes. So you can walk around with your titties flying. It's free it's
Free property.
public property.
Okay.
And so there's this woman just like holding her kid, titties out, just walking. And I'm just like, there's little kids everywhere.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck.
Canada,
Europe's like that though. Europe don't give a fuck about nudity, right?
No, because they don't call it nudity. They just call it a day in the life.
It ain't that big of a deal. Like you go to the like bathhouses and stuff, right? Like fucking naked.
People won't even look. It's boring.
It's not a big deal.
No.
Yeah, I went to a Korean health spa when I was in Chicago, and it was naked as fuck. And nobody gave a fuck, and I'm like, wait, there's little kids running around here, and that's just what they do.
Yeah, I know. I was at a public pool in Sweden, and it made me uncomfortable that there was children around. I felt not a great. I don't know. I'm just so North Americanized.
Hey man, I get it. I don't like to be naked around kids that aren't mine, and I don't have any kids, so I get it. I don't even like them in the gym locker room.
No, exactly.
No.
No.
I got banned from Lifetime Fitness. That's new.
Saw that.
Yeah, got banned, permanently banned.
Because you were making videos in there?
So I have this merch line, and I wrote ads for my merch, and I said that my merch would make a good cum rack.
Yeah.
And then I said that they were produced by the finest Vietnamese sweatshops.
Yeah.
So the YMH lady, Christina P., shared one of my videos.
Yeah, I know. She's Canadian.
Is she?
Yeah.
Okay, so she said that video went viral, and I think like someone from Lifetime saw my social media, went and looked, and they banned me because of my social media.
Do you just get a DM or an email?
No, I got a call, and they were like, you need to call us immediately. And I'm like, this very urgent. And then the guy that was on the phone was Vietnamese, and he was very offended by what I said. And he was like, yeah, we went through your social media, and we don't think that what you say aligns with our beliefs and values, and we've terminated your membership. And if you come on the property, we're calling the cops.
So if it was a different race of mention, you wouldn't have had any of these problems. Dutch, if you said Dutch.
I asked the guy, I'm like, if you go look at the tag, it doesn't say Ohio. So, you know what I mean? Like, I'm sorry, but Vietnamese people make shit. Where do the Nikes come from? Like, on the tag.
Yeah.
I'm not like talking bad about your culture, dude. It's like, that's what it is. Like, I'm sorry.
The factories are there.
Yeah.
But it's probably somebody who hasn't been to Vietnam since their parents moved to America that's also taking on a flag on their behalf on something he knows nothing about.
But I also am not.
I'm going to get my membership. What gym is it?
Lifetime Fitness.
Lifetime Fitness.
I also understand too that it probably wasn't the most appropriate video to make in public. I also said, I'm sitting by the pool and I just cranked my dick. So they thought, but they went and looked at the camera footage.
Yeah.
That wasn't cranking my dick in public. I wasn't doing any of that shit. But like I said, I learned a lesson. Not every place is a good place to make a TikTok.
Yeah.
It was a $225 membership. We going in here?
No. You're so easy to murder.
I told you, I'm going to do anything.
We're going to go on fight to the creek. Okay, great day to die.
I have a show April 25th. I will take it. I don't give a fuck.
It's lovely out today.
It is, too. It's a nice day out.
I'm pleased. You said your showcase went all right at the mothership?
Oh yeah, it went good. I mean, it went as good as it could be. I opened up the room, so it was. Yeah. I wasn't unhappy with what I did.
So what's it going to look like in 5 years for you? Are you going to be pursuing the idea of being a touring headlining stand-up? Or are you going to have your hands in some other pots?
I want to be a headlining stand-up. It just may not look like traditional stand-up comedy.
Yeah, there's nothing traditional about stand-up comedy anymore.
Not really. But
No.
It's not going to be like, I don't do the stuff that's like, I woke up today and I went to the dentist office and I just don't. My stuff comes from a place of honesty.
Yeah.
And sometimes like I'm talking about like my childhood trauma and shit and trying to make that funny.
What ages were the trauma?
Oh God, I would say from like birth up until 17.
Family or
family
neighborhood?
shit. Yeah,
Okay.
man. My mom was in an incestual relationship with her cousin, and then my mom's cousin's dad, or uncle, my uncle, Uncle Danny, was the father of the dude that my mom was boinking. And so, like, I used to hang out with my Uncle Danny all the time because he knew that my mom was boinking her cousin, his son.
Now, is this because of a small town?
Oh, yeah, dude. I've been
Yeah.
talking about it online, and it's blowing up. And they're like, this is the most Michigan shit ever. I mean, I was going to motorcycle rallies with my cousin and my mom, and they're like, yeah, that's Pushrod's old lady. And I'm like, no, that's her fucking cousin. So we would go to things as a family.
Yeah.
But like, I'm like, this is like my mom's cousin. He would come to the restaurant that we worked at. It was really...
Well, you said abuse. Did they make you watch?
Oh yeah, I had to watch them have sex, listen to them have sex. My mom put me in this fucking basement, and she had this pet pig. And so my mom had this pet pig that she named after Steve, her cousin.
Yeah.
So he fucked her so good that she got a pot-bellied pig and named it after that motherfucker.
Jesus.
And then it was aggressive. So the pig kept getting bigger and bigger, and
Yeah.
my Uncle Danny goes, hey, that ain't a pot-bellied pig, son, that's a hog. And he gave me this fucking Rambo knife, and he said, if it charges you, fucking kill it. He said, slit its throat.
Yeah.
Slit its throat.
And this was in the house?
Yes. But I would have to take care
What
of
part
the
of Michigan are you living in? You got a pig?
Stockbridge,
Stockbridge.
farming community.
Population 6,000?
Nah, probably a little less than that, like
Okay.
4,000. Very small, very, very small. They just got a McDonald's. Like, just got it. And so, but yeah, the pig, I would be down in this basement with like an inch of standing water in it, and I would have to take care of this pig.
Older brothers and sisters?
No.
Who was looking out for you?
No one, my Uncle Dan.
Jesus.
And he gave me the knife, told me to stab the pig.
Uncle Dan. Dan's still alive?
No, he's dead. They're all dead. But like, I brought this girl over to my house when I was right before I joined the military. And I brought her down to the moldy basement, and she's like, what the fuck is this? Because it was bad, dude. It stunk.
Yeah.
It's moldy. And I'm down there, and I'm beating the shit out of this pig with a belt because it won't calm down. So I'm trying to fuck this chick. Meanwhile, I'm shirtless, whipping the shit out of this pig with a fucking belt. I'm like, you fucking pig, die, die, die. And I took out all my childhood aggression on this pig, and the girl's like, I think it's time to go.
Yeah.
And she took off, and now she messaged
Sorry
me.
I ruined your prom, Susan.
Then I told the story on TikTok. That girl messaged me like a couple weeks ago. And she's like, I didn't realize you were going through such fucking trauma.
Yeah, I'm fucking you next to a wild pig.
The thing was huge, dude. It was, and then at the end of it, my mom, it just wasn't there anymore. And I'm like,
yeah.
what
and
happened?
we had breakfast.
Something like
Bacon
that.
and eggs.
But my
Oh,
mom,
look, a flower.
I asked my mom, I'm like, what happened to the pig? She's like, Jason, the pig ran away.
Is Vest your real last name?
Mm-hmm.
Middle name?
Wayne.
Wayne. I had an Uncle Wayne.
After my father that I never met.
Bragger.
Died. He died, and then
How old was you when he died?
24.
You were 24 when he died?
Mhm.
Okay.
But I never met him.
Ah.
So I get a call from my family going, hey, your dad died. And meanwhile, I'm like, hi, I'm Jason. Like, I'd
Yeah.
never met these people. And then I didn't really communicate with them. I got some Social Security money out of the deal. I bought a Jeep.
Mm-hmm.
And now that the internet stuff's taken off, those people are like, always messaging me all the
Yeah.
time. It's pretty funny.
Yeah. It's interesting how when you start getting any kind of traction on the internet, people think you're a millionaire.
Yeah, they do too. They're like, it's sad to see you doing good. I'm like, no, I'm broke. I just make it look good on the internet. Actually, no, I'm actually making money for the first time. I'm actually turning a profit.
Through social media.
Merch.
Merch.
Yeah, I have a t-shirt line, and I make my own designs.
Yeah.
And I send them to this guy that handles the logistics.
Yeah.
And it's working. Like, I'm moving a lot of shirts every month.
1,000 shirts a month?
Close to it, yeah.
That's solid.
Yeah.
If you can sell 100 of those a month, you're doing great.
That's what that guy said. But I made that Blumpkin Bash event. So I said that
I waited outside of that Waffle House for 2 days.
people did. People were filming videos. So I said, hey, Blumpkin Bash, it's an Erica Kirk Turning Point USA event. It's going to be a big thing. And people believed it. And it got 4 million views. And then Waffle House corporate reaches out and they're like, hey, what's a Blumpkin? And I'm like, it's a blowjob while taking a shit.
Whoa,
and the
whoa.
corporate marketing director from Waffle House is like, this is very Waffle House. But he's like, you got a few days.
This is very Waffle House.
He did. He's like, this is bad. I'm like, I told you. And he's like, this is why it's taking off. But Waffle House didn't tell me to not make videos like Lifetime. Waffle House goes, hey, let it go for a couple days and say it's not real.
Yeah, like your press is going to give the Waffle House a bad reputation.
Exactly. Waffle House knew.
I knew that that's where you go to fight.
Yes. I was bringing love. So people were calling the Waffle House and showing up on Valentine's Day.
Oh, it was Valentine's Day?
Yeah, I said it was Valentine's Day. And so it was just tons of people showed up just to see if anyone would show up. So then I said, hey, let's make a shirt.
Yeah.
And I did a cartoon Erica Kirk wearing a JD Vance shirt and Nicki Minaj and me. And I just said Blumpkin Bash, and I moved an insane amount of those shirts.
Now, let me ask you this. If you know that you're going to be involved in the act of the blunketing, do you tailor your diet? You don't want to become constipated while you're getting a blowjob.
I've never had it be an intentional situation. So it's always been an unintentional Blumpkin. So it's always been like, I've got a blowjob while I was taking a shit. Because the common misconception that people have is that a Blumpkin has to be on a toilet. It doesn't.
No. You can just be...
You can shit the bed.
Oh.
You could be up against a wall.
Yeah.
Doing like the Roman chair. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, but where's she? She's just on her knees in the gravel?
She's just got your dick in her mouth. And then you take a shit at the same time. You get a blowjob while taking a shit. It doesn't say anything about a toilet.
If you come and shit at the same time, do you go blind?
No. No, but it's an intense feeling. Your fucking eyes will roll back in your head.
The purge.
The purge. She was into it though, because this girl was one of those like, call me a slut and humiliate me.
No sense of smell.
I'm a dirty piggy.
Yeah.
I'm a dirty piggy.
There's something about those slobs.
Oh, dude. So she gave me the Blumpkin at the Waffle House in the bathroom, and she's like, let's go back to the trailer and fuck. And I'm like, let's fucking go.
Is that a free diaper?
That is a diaper. Like, who changed their kid on the side of the fucking road?
Who threw their kid out the window with a diaper?
Yeah, Jason's like, them are good eats. Sniff that motherfucker later.
Nutella. With real corn.
Nah, I like the Depends.
There's a diaper thing too, right?
There's a diaper fetish.
Yeah.
There's a diaper fetish where men like pea-soaked diapers, and then there's a diaper fetish where women like wear the diaper.
Yeah.
It's like both. It's fucking weird. I don't understand it.
Is it a bikini cut diaper or do you get the full box?
You gotta get the full box.
Yeah.
You gotta get it soaked in the piss, because people that are into fetishes shit is real specific. So not like I just want you to piss in a diaper. I want a liter of your smelly yellow piss.
Yeah.
People don't understand that. It's like, I don't want you to just pee on my Birkenstocks. I want 3-day dehydrated piss on those Birkenstocks so it soaks into the leather.
I remember they told me you could buy underwear, use soiled underwear in a Coke machine in Japan. They have them on the subway station.
The panties, yeah.
Yeah.
Good. That's another thing we're thinking about sending the troops. So we can't send them porn, right? But Maddie can send him a pair of panties.
Oh yeah.
And I'm like, these are military guys, so you gotta go do yoga, go on a hike and that shit.
Run some stairs while you're eating a burrito.
Yeah, fucking get that shit, dude. She said she only shits like once a month.
What?
Yeah. Because she literally said that anal, because she's known for it, is caused a lot of issues in that department.
Yeah, but you still eat. Where does the poop go?
I don't know. She texted me the other day. She's like, you were a medic in Iraq. Can you get the flu from anal? I'm like, I'll fucking ChatGPT that shit.
No, but you should be getting a hug from your parents.
Yeah, can't get the flu from anal.
Great
Anal.
title for a song.
Right? Oh, man.
You just licked your lips.
I did.
You put your head down, you took the thought, and then you went like this.
It's just funny, like, when we talked about all this shit in the crowds of people, they're like, what the fuck? But that chick that gave me the Blumpkin was also 6 months pregnant with another dude's baby. So this dude that...
Would it made a difference if it was your baby?
No.
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 How did you and Mom meet? Well, I was getting ready to wipe, and she kicked in the door and says, let me finish it.
Oh, God. He would call me. He called me when they had the baby. He's like, quit talking to my girl. She's having a baby. She's having my baby today. And I'm like, your girl's calling me, dude. Like, I'm not. Sorry.
First of all, she's far from a lady.
Yeah, she is not a lady. She was pregnant. I met her pregnant, and I bummed a cigarette off of her next to the Wheel of Fortune slot. And she was smoking the Camel Crush.
Do you think that because you're kidnapping size, that people are more prone to tell you about their darkest secrets?
Yes.
Yeah, I
think
can
so.
see people revealing a lot of things. Yeah, you're not judgmental. I get the...
I got some lady today that sent me this long-winded story about how she was a prostitute when she was 16 and all the shit she went through and everything. And it was the most interesting shit.
Yeah.
And she was saying, like, I'm like, were you making good money? She's like, I was supporting my entire family. Like, 6 figures prostituting.
I just had a picture of you sitting at a desk and a patient laying on a couch telling them their life story, and then the ding bell goes off and you stand up from the desk and you're naked from the waist down with an erection.
Yes, that's me.
This always happens.
The other day, when I was doing the yoga things with the porn stars, I didn't realize that the leggings I was wearing were sheer. And I spread my asshole, and I literally showed my asshole to these chicks.
Yeah.
And they were like, ooh, gross.
Rice paper.
They said, ooh, gross, we can see your butthole. And I actually thought they were joking. So I'm like, I showed it more, and I watched the video footage back. You can see my ball sack. You can see my butthole.
If the leg catches cascades across your...
My spokes.
You can see the holes. You ever been in a I can already hear your mind working. Have you ever been in a situation where it's like, this is getting a little too dark?
Never. I'm never really fazed by much.
Yeah.
Like, I've been around group sex. I've been around gay sex.
I broke up an orgy in Vegas. I crouched down by the door and said, Dad? And everyone started fucking. The Green Door. You've been to the Green Door in Vegas? Yeah. I did a show there. And I licked the pole. They had a stripper pole in the main entrance, and the stage was in front of it. And I remember turning around and they go, let's start this show right, and lick the pole from top to bottom.
Gee,
Yeah.
that's fucking gross.
Yeah. I've had my moments.
I remember I did comedy at a gangbang when I first started. So I started making videos about that butthole contest.
Oh, hold on, they're gonna fight. Maybe not. She had meth face.
Oh, they were definitely having a tiff.
Yeah.
They were having, but I did comedy. So I made this video about fucking...
Great donuts, by the way.
Okay.
Great donuts. Coffee.
But I went to talk the butthole contest, so I got hired by this adult. Like,
That's kind of what broke you, right?
he kind of did, one of the things. It was the first thing that really did.
Yeah.
And I hired by this company that produces swingers parties to come do comedy at this orgy.
Yeah.
And I literally was doing stand-up next to a bitch riding a Sibian.
What's a Sibian?
It's this like electronic thing that's a motor that it's got an attachment that goes up your puss.
They have a yoga balls like that with a dildo onto it. And this is the one that's vibrating saddle almost, right?
But imagine me being brand new at comedy, really, really bad at it, at a gangbang, everybody's naked, I'm wearing a shirt and tie, because I'm thinking this is a corporate gig, you know? And I'm doing bad comedy while this bitch is riding a Sibian, and this other fat chick is getting holed out by two other fat dudes.
Yeah, it's weird when you see. I remember seeing a super hot girl getting drilled by some of the ugliest guys.
Definitely has got an odor. A gangbang has an odor that you will never forget. And it took me back. Like when I was there, this was in my 40s, you know, and I hadn't been to a gangbang since my 20s. And I'm like, all right, I know that smell anywhere. It's like the smell of death from Iraq. You could smell fucking
burning bodies,
rotting pussy at a fucking gangbang. I also went and checked out that swingers club in here in Austin called Colette.
Colette.
Yeah, so they reached out to me about wanting to host a butthole contest there, so I go check out the venue, and they had some wild, like, domination sex thing going on where they were doing, like, needle play and shit.
Yeah.
And then I went upstairs to
It's a little Hellraiser sometimes.
Yeah, that was some fucking real shit.
Do you know who the Psycho Cyborgs are?
No.
These guys do on-stage blood transfusions. They had 3 women. They put a fucking skewer through their tits and then ran a hose through the girl's breasts and then did blood transfusions through all these women.
What the
Psycho
fuck?
Cyborgs. I think there's
man.
You can Google Psycho Cyborgs. You want to see some weird shit? Fuck. Dude.
Yeah, they were like...
Cut their finger off with a wood chisel.
The only rule they had for needle play was like laying down a plastic tarp. So like if you're gonna do needle play or
a drop sheet.
Yeah.
We're not painting a barn. Someone's bleeding to death over here.
Oh my fucking god! That shit was extreme. But it's still the fuck room, that smell of just fucking ugh.
Yeah.
Ugh.
And then they try and cover it with cleaners.
They try to cover it with fucking
Lemon
lavender.
drop. Yeah.
Lavender flavored pussy is what that shit is.
Yeah, if it smells like an old lady's cunt, it's an old lady's cunt.
Fucking rough, dude. Rough.
As the barbecue smell wafts past our faces.
I know, like brisket.
Smells good.
Yeah, it does too. Fucking. What the fuck? There's a lot of bougie places here.
Yeah. It's kind of what keeps Austin weird, I guess. These kind of, I don't even know what. Okay, I've eaten here before a few times. Great ice cream.
Okay.
Speaking of ice cream, what do you got? What do you got coming up?
I have April 25th, Alex's Underground Comedy Club in Orlando, Florida.
Sweet.
Then I'm going on the road with Dave Landau.
Why do I know Dave Landau?
What?
How do I know Dave Landau?
Fox News. Louder with Crowder.
Yeah.
On Blaze TV. I got a show, a date with him. I'm going to Little Rock, Arkansas, June 10th through the 13th. And then I'm going on the road with Charlie Mack from Kill Tony.
Charlie and I met on a movie.
Really?
Yeah, we did a movie last year.
Yeah, July 30th?
It's on Amazon. It's called Sanguine Teeth and the Driftless Road.
No shit.
Yeah, he played a vampire and I played a burner.
I'm fired up. And I got a bunch of dates with him. Like, I got like 4 dates.
Yeah.
And good shows. Like, I'm pumped.
Yeah, you guys are a good match.
I'm pumped, yeah.
Yeah.
I talked to him the other day, and I'm like, dude, I can't fucking wait. We're going to Detroit,
Yeah, Detroit will be wild.
Scottsdale, Arizona, Dallas, and Fort Worth.
Sweet.
That's it?
And all in April?
No, that's all in between July and August. I just don't have all the dates yet, like off the top of my head.
Well, lucky you're getting out of Texas in August, so you've already won.
That's it, man.
You know, 120 fucking Fahrenheit here. It's too much.
Oh, Oklahoma. I have Lawton, Oklahoma, May 17th.
Fantastic. And where can people find you? Poo-poo, what is it?
Poopy Turds McGee, or my website at jasonwvest.com.
And what do you got coming up as far as merchandise? You got
All sorts of merch. I've got a new line inspired by the Filipino laundry ladies that sucked us off in Iraq. I've got more.
Are you telling me there was a lady that ran a laundromat that was doing head on the side?
These old 50-year-old Filipino women were fucking sucking dick over there for like $50 a pop. And they'd be like, hello, sir.
Yeah.
And you just slip them the 50, you get your laundry, and then you go back and meet them later. And I started talking about it, and it went really viral because everyone's like, I got my dick
you're blowing up everyone's spot.
I got my dick sucked. So then I made a video saying I'm bringing the Filipino ladies back, and I made merch. And so the back of the room tees is where you can find all my merch. I have like 30 different designs.
Very cool. Very cool. And Instagram?
Poopy Turds McGee, TikTok Poopy Turds McGee 1.5, and YouTube Turds McGee.
Fantastic. Well, I am going to disappear in a week, but I will be back. I'll see you here in Austin, I think mid-July, I think.
Yeah.
And thanks for doing this again.
Thanks for having me, man.
I appreciate you, and I'm looking forward to seeing what happens to you if you get involved in some sort of sex cult.
That's probably next.
Or,
Your butthole has a gag reflex. Stay positive. I hope this information helps. Thank you for your service. That was a good one.